Hey everyone, it's David Barnett from davidcbarnett.com, the blog site, YouTube channel, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play podcast, where I talk about buying, selling, financing, and managing small and medium-sized businesses. Today, I'm giving you a bit of an update because there's a lot of stuff going on with respect to this COVID-19 thing. I got a list. So first of all, for those of you on my email list, you know that on Friday just passed, I had to go in for a day surgery. I was lucky enough that here where I live, they haven't had a rush of COVID cases or anything, so I was able to go in and get the surgery done. I'll let you know how that went once I hear back from the doctor. But don't worry, I'm going to tell you about it. No, I wasn't in for a vasectomy. So um, the other thing, um, the Business Buyer Adventure Group. For those of you who don't know, if you want to buy a business, I've got a course called Business Buyer Advantage. It's about 11 hours of stuff. And then for people who take that program and want further help, I have a group coaching program called Business Buyer Adventure, which you can learn about at businessbuyeradventure.com. In that group, a lot of the discussion lately has been about COVID-19 and the way that we're changing the offers and the way that we're changing the deals in order to manage the risk of what COVID-19 has revealed or what it represents. Basically, the businesses out there today, many of them, with a few exceptions, many that have had their sales drop or have been forced to close are materially different than what they were in 2018, 2019. So how can we determine anything about those businesses, about whether we want to buy them, what the price should be, et cetera, from those financial statements that don't now represent what the business actually is? And so that's a big part of the conversation in the adventure group. I think that we are definitely in a recession right now, obviously. So many people have been let go from their jobs. It's not going to turn on like a switch when they release us from these lockdowns and quarantines or, shelter in place orders, depending on where you happen to be. And so what I've been doing is I've been working on stuff addressing that. So Friday before last, I created a video about how COVID-19 was going to change deal making. I also did a video with Paul Hindelang talking about things that businesses could do in order to try to survive. If you're a business owner, you might want to check that out. We laid out a framework for how to think about your business, excuse me, in an orderly way so that you will be able to look at what moves you can make to try to make it through this crisis. I just finished recording a new section for Business Buyer Advantage. So back in November, I added a module for recessions because in the fall, I was of the opinion that 2020 was going to bring a recession. I had no idea it was going to be caused by a global pandemic. And so the recession module is still in there. I've created another recording that's been added to it about COVID-19 specifically. And so if you're a past student of Business Buyer Advantage, go log in. It's there for you to enjoy and go watch. If you haven't signed up for Business Buyer Advantage and you think that buying a business is in the cards for you and you want to position yourself to take advantage of what is now definitely a buyer's market, sign up today because that new information is included in there. Holiday chats. So over the holidays, people who are on my email list were able to get the holiday chats, which are 10 roughly hour-long conversations with people who basically bought a 1 hour long consulting call with me, and they got a discount in exchange for me being able to make it available to people. Last year I released the holiday chats in March. This year I was going to save them to be some kind of special over the summer. I was going to have like one released every Friday all summer long to get us through the dog days of summer and all that kind of stuff. But with so many people sitting at home, basically watching Netflix and things, looking for things to do, I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to start releasing them now. But I am still going to do it weekly. So I'm going to set up automatically for the holiday chats to release to YouTube and to my podcast stream. Every Friday, a new one will be released. So for the next 10 weeks, if we're still on lockdown, it's another way for you to find some entertainment and learn something along the way. I hope you guys enjoy them. And yeah, so I'm trying to stay safe. I'm spending a lot of time here with the kids. It's making my work life a little bit different, having the children around during the day. But things are going okay for me, and I hope they are for you too. And please stay safe and stay tuned, because I'm going to have more videos and more stuff coming out. Some things that I've recorded before the crisis, I'm going to be releasing as well. And when this thing unthaws, when we're able to freely get around and do business again, I think that there are going to be, unfortunately, a lot of business closures. But I think for people who know how to do a deal correctly, who know the stuff that's in Business Buyer Advantage, there are going to be some opportunities not to take advantage of people or act like a vulture when people are down, but there are going to be some opportunities to make a fair deal with people, such that the seller is going to want to see you succeed and be there to help and support you, and to protect yourself in case the business never actually does come back to the way it used to be. It's all in the deal structure. And that's what I teach over at businessbuyeradvantage.com. Anyway, we'll see you later. Have a good week. Bye.